Alors nous sommes sur le site de Mollard-Fleury qui est donc...
We're at the site of Mollard-Fleury on the line from Lyon to Milan. This line was built by Napoleon as part of his preparations for war in Italy.
Reprise de la guerre en Italie. On a pu retrouver des plans qui avaient été établis au XIXe siècle par Cattaneo.
We found some original design plans made by a man called Cattaneo, who was an inspector on the line. His plans were extremely precise, both for the building and for the actual mechanism.
Recoter ces plans dans un système métrique et décimal.
So we simply converted his measurements to the metric system, and we were able to make an exact copy of the original.
Pour reconstruire à l'identique un système tel qu'il existait à la fin du XVIIIe siècle. On arrive à lire l'inscription là. Le premier travail du stationnaire le matin.
The operator's first job in the morning was to put the system at the ready. Then he looked through the telescope at the two neighbouring stations, and as soon as he saw a signal, he reproduced it exactly on his own machine. He then made sure the next station in the line had followed him.
L'indicateur peut prendre 7 positions.
The two wings each have 7 positions, so when you combine them, that makes 49 possibilities.
Cette position donne 49 possibilités. Le régulateur.
The central beam can be read horizontally or vertically, so that makes 98 positions overall.
Le directeur, lui, possède le vocabulaire.
The superintendent, at either end of the line, had a kind of vocabulary or code book. He converted a message into a succession of signals which were then sent down the line. The only people who could understand the messages were the superintendents. The operators were merely copying signals. It was the first ever long-distance message transmission system in the world, although of course it worked only on line of sight. It operated for 50 years, up till the middle of the 19th century, when it was replaced by the electronic telegraph.
Par le télégraphe électrique au milieu du XIXe siècle. C'est une étape très importante.
It was a very important step in the history of communications because for the first time there was telegraphy, in other words, communicating over a long distance. Now, over hundreds of kilometers, you could read a signal and understand its meaning.
Et comprendre leur sens.
Drums are not only musical instruments, they are also a means of communication. People talk to each other by using drums. Many African languages are based on high and low sounds. For example, when the Ashantis say good morning, it sounds like this. Machi, machi. The word has a low sound and a high sound. Machi. It can also be said by a drum that can beat both high and low sounds. Thank you, Mr. Ite. Mr. Ite has just told me you are welcome. This small drum is used for sending messages short distances. The pitch of the drum is changed by pressing on it. Mr. Ite is signaling a lion is near the village. Now saying, run, run. In former times, when lions were found in many parts of Ghana, children would run and hide when they heard this. When messages have to be sent long distances, larger drums are used. Because the sound of this kind of drum cannot be changed, more than one drum must be used to get a low sound and a high sound. The message Mr. Ite is sending is, Ohini Niba, the chief is coming. See if you can hear the words, Ohini Niba. Sometimes a message is sent from one group of drums to another a few miles away, and then to another group of drums, and then to another, until the message is heard a long distance away. Poetry is also played on the drums. Often, large groups of people gather together to listen to our poems. Instead of the poems being spoken, they are played on the drums. Let's listen now to a poem from the Ashanti tribe, which is hundreds of years old, called The Path and the River. Since I'm sure that few of you understood the poem, Miss Emerencia Tamuklo will say each part in English, Mr. Obley will repeat it in Ashanti, and Mr. Yite will play it out on the drums.
The path has crossed the river. The river has crossed the path. Which is the elder?
Okwan twenso, nsucho okwan, penyeni wan.
We made the path and found the river.
Obonkwaya, otonso.
But the river was made from long ago.
Nsu yufitete.
By the creator of the universe.
Nsu yufi odoma kuma boade.
Now let's listen to the entire poem again, played by Mr. Yite.